Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. If you're tuning in for the very first time, my name is Kim Dent. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I love teaching stampers and crafters how to make quick and easy and adorable greeting cards. So if you're jumping on, please say hello so I know that you're watching tonight. If you found me on my YouTube channel, Stamping with Kim Dent, please leave a comment and maybe like. That helps me out. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. It's been, oh, thank you. Thanks, Jan. Hi, Karen. Yeah, that was for those of you, if you're Facebook friends with me, then you know that this week or Friday, we announced that we are going to be Grandma and Grandpa for the very first time. Kelly and Mike, their baby is due in October. So it's been an exciting time for us, and we cannot wait. We cannot wait. It's so exciting. I was in Hobby Lobby yesterday, and oh my goodness, like you're just drawn to that, all that little the baby stuff that they have, the cute little section of those mats that they have that I guess when for the calendar that the baby, you lay the baby on the mat and then it says 1 month and it goes up to a year. I was looking at those. They're so stinking cute. Hello, Valerie. So thanks, everyone. Thank you to everyone who's congratulated us. We just can't wait for October. So, oh, thank you. Thanks so much. All right, let me sync my laptop. And we will get started. I want to make sure that all of you, if you've been a customer of mine, that you have one of these. If you don't, comment or send me a text or give me a call, and I will pop one of these in the mail to you soon, because this beauty goes live on, let's see, today's 30th, on Tuesday, on May 2nd. And then I can, next week, when I show you, when I stamp cards, hi Shirley, hi Jill, then I can crack open the inside of this catalog. Oh, yay, hi Janice, yay Jill. I'm glad you made it. Well, even if you're not watching me live, if you're catching this on the replay, which I love, thank goodness, I'm able to keep my videos up both on YouTube and in my Facebook group. I don't ever delete them. So you're welcome to comment away, and I usually catch them and can answer questions for you. So, but I'm glad you're watching live. It's always fun. I feel like, even though some of you have never met, or maybe you've met at one of my stamp classes, maybe you come every month. I have this little community that I call Stampin' Friends that I'm so very proud of, that I love it when we have this wonderful craft, this wonderful hobby of stamping that we all share, and it's so sweet of all of you to tune in every week and watch and comment like Brenda's doing right now. So thank you. Thanks. All right, I think I'm almost there. I'm gabbing a lot tonight. There we go. That was easy. Right before I went live, Rick is not home right now, but I think all of you know, like I'm able to look, and we record through, I have my iPhone. That's what the camera is from the iPhone. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Mom. Yay. Hi, Mom. And then I have a laptop that I sync to the Facebook group, but then also sitting right in front of me is a very large television screen that I use. I'm able to watch the comments most of the time go by. I can also make sure that I've got my camera at the right angle so that you all are not watching, that I've got my camera in the correct place so you can see me. So I used this big TV screen in front of me to do that. And about 6:50, my TV wouldn't turn on. And I'm like, where is Rick? But I got to figure it out. I just needed batteries. I'm so proud of myself because I'm not techie. Just needed batteries in these, and I thankfully had some in my cabinet right behind me. So all is well. We're going to have a good time. Yay. Yeah, I think my mom is feeling, thank you, Shirley. Hi, Allison. I think mom is feeling a little better. Are you feeling better tonight, mom? All right, let me set this to the side. And we will get started with 2 sweet cards using brand new products. I hope you don't mind. I was just ready to jump into, I did it last week. I'm jumping into that brand new catalog. It's so hard. When you get, you know, like a big box of new stuff, you're like, So I got to play today with all new stuff. So that was fun. Thank you, Jan. I'm glad I figured it out too. I was like, how am I going to do this? And I didn't want to cancel, but it all worked out. So here we go. I'm going to flip my camera around. Yeah, there she is. Mom's feeling a little better. All right, I'm going to flip it around. Okay. If you are placing an order this week, or actually in the next 2 weeks, this is the host code that I would greatly appreciate that you would use. That helps me out if your order is $149.99 or less. If your order is $150 or more, don't use this code because I want you to get the Stampin' Rewards. This is my website, and this is where you can find out all about me. You can find out where I hold my classes, when my classes are, and also you can order from kimdent.stampinup.net. That's my online store, so you can order 24/7 in your pajamas. And I know I'll have some girls doing that on Tuesday, some stampers doing that, including myself, because I'll be placing an order. As demonstrators, we do get to pre-order from a list, a pretty good size list, but it's not all of the items that are in the new catalog. So on Tuesday, I will get to do that. So I'm very excited. All right, let me show you the first card. There you go. That is the first one. And this is, we're doing 2 fancy fold cards tonight. This one is, I believe it's called a diagonal fun fold. So watch this. I've done this before. The more I do it, the easier it becomes. Isn't it pretty? Especially if you like blues, the blue tones. I love, and there's a new DSP. This is Countryside DSP, which is so quaint and so sweet. So let me show you the kit. And then the stamp set is called Lasting Joy. So here's the stamp set. I used it last week. I'm a sucker for any time there are word stamps, words and images, but I love word stamps. So you can see Lasting Joy, there's so many to pick from. We're going to use May the Years Ahead Be Filled with Lasting Joy, and also Birthday Wishes. And then we're going to use some of these sweet flowers. And I love it because these sweet flowers coordinate, you can see it right here, with some of the DSP. So isn't that fun? All right. Let me see. Now it's a fancy fold card, so there's going to be some cutting and some scoring. So let me get my cutter up here. Oh, you spy a monkey. Yes, you do see a monkey. That's on the second card. That's on the next card. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to decide. I should have thought this out better. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through the kit like I normally do, and then I'm gonna go step by step on how easy it is to make this card. So the first piece that we're using, this is 5.5 by 8.5, and this is Boho Blue. It's one of the new colors, 5.5 by 8.5. Then you're gonna score it at 4 1/4. And then after we do that, we're gonna line it up, and at the score line, we're gonna cut from the top to the bottom right. And that's what's gonna create this piece right here. I'm gonna pull this up a little. Hi, Denise, yay. So this is, I'll show you after I get all the pieces out. Hope that makes sense. It's kind of confusing when you look at it, but I'm walking you through step by step. So the next piece is Misty Moonlight, and this is 3 inches by 8 inches. And then you can see I've already scored this one. This is scored at 4 inches. And then here's the Countryside DSP. This is so pretty. Oh, and I'm going to show you, after I get this all laid out, I'll show you the patterns. But isn't that sweet? Look at those sweet little bunnies. But we're going to use this side. So 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I'm going to pull this out. And then we need 2 pieces of Misty Moonlight. Now, if you remember, if you've been with me for a while or been with Stampin' Up, this was an in color that I loved. I loved this. And I still had some, so I was excited. I was very excited when they said that they were going to bring back Misty Moonlight. So these pieces, there's 2 of them. They're both 4 inches by 5 1/4. And like I said, there's 2. One becomes a layer, and then this one stays intact, this one stays intact. This one is cut diagonally. So both of those are Misty Moonlight. And then we need a piece of Countryside 3 7/8 by 5. And this is cut diagonally. And then you can see the pretty pattern on it. But there's the other piece. Yeah, this is the piece that's going to show. The side that's going to show, I should say. And then we need 2 pieces of Boho Blue. Both of these are 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. 2 of those. And then 2 pieces of basic white, 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. 2 of those, one for the outside and one for the inside. All right. Whew, got through that. All right, I'm gonna let that set just for the sec. I love the DSP too, Denise. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's what I can do right now. I'll show you. So I'm gonna show you the pretty patterns. There is the pattern we're using, and the flip side. So sweet. There's that bunny pattern. We're using it, the stripes. This side looks like little tulips. And then on the other side, kind of has like a little forest scene with flowers, I guess. Love the colors. This one is so pretty too. Large flowers, large print, and then more stripes. These are so good, like for backgrounds, for layering on cards. Oh my goodness. And then this one, oh, this one makes me think of a baby's nursery. Do you see there's a little fox? Or no, yeah, I guess they're both foxes. This one, this looks like a fox that we used to carry. I guess he's sitting here. We used to have a coordinating punch and stamp set. Do you all remember that? This little guy right here. And then there, he's like in a walking position with the flowers, but so sweet. Love, love, love it. It's Countryside It's in the new catalog. Well, hello, Kelly. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Hope you've had a chance to take a screenshot. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to, call me or send me a message. I'm always happy to answer questions about the cards. All right, this is the first piece we're going to work with, and it's your 5.5. Oh wait, that's okay. We'll go. This is the card base. So it's Boho Blue. It's 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to show you how we're going to turn it into this, the diagonal fold. So I'm going to bring my camera way up. And 5.5 by 8.5. Let's see if I can get this in here. I want to make sure I've got it in the camera. I think I do. All right, so this is how I like to position my my cutter. This is how I cut. I know lots of people do, you know, they hold it different ways. This is just how I was taught. So I'm looking at the measurements over here, and we're gonna score it at, there's the 4, at 4 1/4. So the dark blade, this one right here, that's my cutting blade. I'm gonna move that out of the way, and I'm gonna bring in, this is like the gray, I don't know, crumb cake we'll call it, and I'm gonna bring in and I'm gonna score it like that. So there you can see my score mark. And then all I have to do to make that cut or make that diagonal is I'm gonna take the top of the card right here, and I'm gonna lay it in here. I'm gonna use the track, and I'm gonna rotate it so that the top of the card is in the track, and then I'm gonna put the bottom right corner, so down here. So this makes sense to everyone? Once you do it once, you won't have any trouble. There's the top where the score is, and I'm gonna cut down to this, we'll call it the bottom right side. And it's just, I can see it. I know it's probably a little difficult in the camera, but all I have to do is take that and snip. And then this piece right here, I'm gonna use for something else. I'll punch something out of it, or maybe make a tiny little layer. There you go, ladies. There it is. That's how you get the diagonal fold. Now there's a couple other pieces, but I'm gonna pull in my bone folder, and to get it all to lay flat, nice and flat, you gotta have one of these, girls. A nice bone folder. And then I'm gonna, let's see, I think I'm gonna bring in, so this is the Misty Moonlight layer, and this is, get my measurements, 4 by 5 1/4. So one stays intact and one is cut diagonally. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's the same thing. I'm gonna line up the corner, the top left, and bring it all the way down to the bottom right. And it's easy to see with the Stampin' Up trimmer. That track, I'm just putting it right in the track. Oh, and here's a tip. Instead of, see where my blade is down here at the bottom, maybe you don't see it, down here, I think you have a better result if you start with the blade at the top and pull it towards you. Don't push it like if the blade stayed down here. So again, this is the piece we're gonna use, and then this one is gonna go to the side for another card. And then the last piece, this one is the Countryside DSP. It's 3 7/8 by 5, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna cut it diagonally. So taking that top piece, top left corner, I'm gonna pull my blade up towards the top because I wanna pull it, I don't wanna push it. If you do that, a lot of times it will crumple the edge. So always pull towards you when you're cutting on the diagonal with your paper in the track. Pull it, don't push it. Did I do that incorrectly? Oh, I did it incorrectly. Well, what was I thinking? Well, girls, we're just gonna go with it. It's gonna look a little bit different. Oh, I don't like it. See, I cut it. There's where my brain doesn't work. I needed it to go the other direction, I guess. Ah. Nope, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. I like it. I like all the paper. It's gonna be a little different. Okay, I think that's all we need now. I've got all my pieces, so I can set my trimmer to the side. And we're gonna assemble. So bring this back down. You just gotta go with it sometimes, girls, right? Okay, so we're going to, the first piece I'm gonna glue down is the Misty Moonlight. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, you know, it's that whole thing. I don't know, my brain that way it just doesn't work right that way. It's that thing, I know it's connected to, like, you know, people who are good with puzzles. This would be cute too. No, I think I'm gonna stick with this one. Stick with the stripes. And these are skinny little layers, so you could adjust. You could adjust this, you know, to larger layers, but for this card, I thought it was sweet. Those eighth of an inch layers. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Oh, Kathy, you made it. Yay. Okay, so there's our first piece like that. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in, here's another piece of Misty Moonlight that we cut on the diagonal. See how easy that is, girls, that cutting on the diagonal? Once you get the hang of it, you're gonna be making bunches of these cards. All right, now we're gonna add this piece. Night of Navy would coordinate really pretty with this also. Okay, and let's see, the next one is, we're gonna bring in, here's our Misty Moonlight piece that's 3 by 8, scored at 4. And it gets a layer of Boho Blue. On the outside as well as on the inside. Lots of layers on this card. So I'm like all of you, I watched a YouTube video this afternoon, how to make this. And the girl, she said, you know, you wouldn't have to do all the layers. You know, there's quite a few if you don't like a thick, bulky card. But, oh, it makes it so pretty. So on this piece, I'm just gonna take and center it on that panel. Make sure that closes, and it does. And I added, yeah, I want to add a little extra adhesive on the back side of that because it's a working card. It's a moving card. All right, and then we're gonna bring in, now we're gonna do a little stamping. So we've got our 2 pieces of basic white, 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. And I'm gonna bring in my Pierce mat. And I need I'm gonna put a piece of copy paper over it because we're gonna be stamping off. So, 2 sweet colors, look at that, 2 brand new ink pads, Boho Blue and Misty Moonlight. I'm gonna use Misty Moonlight for the words. My daughter had a birthday yesterday. My little baby girl's having a baby. She is, a lot of people have asked us this. They're like, are they going to find out? No, and they are not. They're going to be surprised. Isn't that fun? That got a little high, but that's okay. I think on this one on my sample, I had it a little lower. All right, now I'm gonna do one of these sweet flowers up in this corner. That's why I needed the copy paper. And one down here. That is such a pretty color. And then I'm gonna bring in, this is like a viney little thing. I don't know what we're calling it. Do you see it? It really, I think, would be, you know, like in greens, but I wanted to keep with the coordinating with the DSP. And I think I've got one up here also. So I kept it, Misty Moonlight. And then, let's see, for the other, I'm gonna, before I close this up, I'm gonna get the other piece. Where did it go? Here it is. I'm gonna stamp birthday wishes on the inside. I think I might, and I think I'm gonna put a flower down here too. Might as well do it all. Have you all been, what cards have you been working on lately? Any special cards? You know, we've got Mother's Day right around the corner. Okay, this teeny tiny little one, I'm just using that for the center in Boho Blue. Oh, I got that off a little. Isn't this sweet? Ah, I love it. All right, that's our inside, and now we're gonna bring this piece back in for our outside. And I think I'm gonna clean this off because the ink pads I just opened up today, girls. They're brand new, and they're very juicy. So I don't wanna mess this up. Mother's Day for you, Valerie. Okay, centers, and then and Valerie, she's always good. She helped me remember you got to make the inside of the card as pretty as the outside, and also don't forget to stamp on your envelopes. So I'm not going to stamp on the envelope right for you because I want to get on to the next card, but don't forget to stamp on your envelopes. Right, Valerie? Done with Mother's Day. Oh, good job, everyone. This one goes here. Then this one on the inside. Keep them away from those. Isn't that, that's the worst, isn't it? When you like, you're all done with the card and then you open it up like to do something here or to stamp on the back. How many of you have hand stamped? Do you stamp on the back of your cards with some sort of hand stamped logo? Stampin' Up has some, and they've had some in the past. I've got some old ones that I use. Some with my name on it. I wish they would bring those back. Okay, one more thing. I'm going to bring in the, these are the adhesive back solid gems. They are, this is Lemon Lolly, Boho Blue, and Copper Clay, I think. I'm going to bring in my take your pick tool. Now this would have been fun, like to put gems on like all of it, but I just decided to just stick with 3. I'm going to use a large and a medium, and then I'm going to put, I love these itty bitty ones. They're down here. Dun da da dum. We are finished with the first card, so there you go. I just think it's sweet. I love the blues. I love the Countryside and DSP. You did? Kelly, you made a, I might have to talk to you. Oh, thank you. I might have to talk to you. Do you have a personalized logo for your cards? That is very cool. You always put a stamp on the back. Yay. That makes me happy. Well, I think the second one turned out, or the second card turned out, I'm happy with both of them. So cute. All right, we'll set that aside. I'm going to clean off these messy stamps because you know what happens when you don't. I put them in that case and then something rubs up against it and then you ruined a whole card. But thankfully, if you got one of these girls from Amazon, Tombow, I should get commission on this. I love these. These are sand erasers. If you get a little fingerprint or a little dot of ink. If you catch it quick, you can. This will take care of it. Mine is well loved. And then, yeah, it'll take off those little dots. I know what you're talking about now, Kelly. I've seen Rob use it. His has it's a dog, isn't it? I need to find out where you got them. Thank you, Shirley. I love the blue too. All right, set this back. The second card. Brenda was right when she spied this. Here's our card that we're gonna make. It's another little cute little fancy fold. Oh, gotta make sure I get it in the camera. The colors are not picking up really well for me. Isn't this sweet? Kathy card. Oh. I love personalized stamps. I need to get some more. I could go crazy. There's a bunch of different companies that sell them. Oh my goodness. But I'll have to find out, Kelly, where you got yours. So this is from a brand new stamp set called Little Monkey. Isn't it sweet? Look at the 3 little monkeys. There, there, and there. And then I'm Bananas About You, just swinging by to say hi, Little Monkey, and then some greenery. There's a little monkey face, a heart, bananas, a branch. Isn't it cute? And I didn't use it on this card, but it also has a coordinating punch. So if you use, I guess it's this one it coordinates with. That little monkey. Love the punch. And then this is a piece, like this is the face. You could punch this out like in a pale pink color, like kind of like I colored it in with a blend. And then that's what this little stamp is for, which could be used for so many different things. Do you all see that little face? You can make your own people. All right, so Little Monkey. And I started to say this about the colors. Oh, yeah. Love a good coordinating punch. Oh my goodness. So the colors on this, well, let me pull it out, pull out the kit. It is, I think it's prettier in person. It's kind of turning, it looks really dark on my camera. This is we need a card base of Pecan Pie. That's one of our new colors. 4 1/4 by 8.5. And then you need a piece of Old Olive. This is where that little mechanism comes in. This is Old Olive, 4 inches by 8.5, and it's scored at 3 1/4. And I already did that for us right here. I'll fold it up in just a second. And then we need a piece of DSP. This is in the new catalog. This is, oh, I should have brought I didn't bring, this is 6 by 6 DSP. This is from the Brights family. And it's 3 3/4 by 5. So it's polka dots and stripes. This one, this is my favorite pattern. I only had 1 pack of it and I used it all up, but I love the hearts, which also could kind of look like leaves. And you know, I used to be like all about it had to matchy, but these are hearts and these are like little sketchy kind of stripes. And I thought, it's a card, Kim, you know, like I have to get over. I love detail and I love everything. I love coordination, but it's Old Olive. So I actually picked the DSP before I picked the DSP and knew I wanted to use it on this card. And then I decided to go with, there's the Old Olive. And then I knew I wanted a brown to coordinate with the monkey and the scene. So there is 6 by 6, 3 3/4 by 5. This is another one of the little mechanism, 3 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then this piece goes on the front, another piece of the Bright, 6 by 6. It's 3 by 3 3/4. And there's that other side. I should have ordered more packs. I will be doing that on Tuesday. You need 2 pieces of old olive. That's 2 3/4 by 4. Basket, oh, you're right, Kelly. It is a darling little monkey, Allison. So 2 pieces of that, and then 2 pieces of basic white, 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. And then the other thing that I used, that I'm going to demonstrate for you. Stampin' Up sells, this is Stampin' Up masking paper, and this is what I used. So it looks like the monkey's legs are over the branch. I'll show you. It's hard to explain. But yeah, so that's how it looks like that. So I'm going to show you how to use masking paper, which is this right here. I think you get 12 sheets. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, 12 sheets of 5 by 7. So there you go. All right, here we go. We're going to assemble. And then we'll stamp. So there's Pecan Pie. This is, I like this. People were asking me like, what colors do you hope that Stampin' Up brings into it? And I said chocolate chip. They used to have chocolate chip. I wanted like a good brown, and I was excited to see a brown was brought in. This isn't exactly chocolate chip, but I think it's a good blend. It's a good color that they've pulled in to blend with the other colors of browns that we have. So Pecan Pie. I love some pecan pie. That's my favorite. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is take that off. This is, wait, no, it's this piece. Sorry. The old olive piece, 4 by 8.5, scored at 3 1/4. And I'm going to take my bone folder. So this little extra adhesive when you're making your cards that move. And then this piece goes there. So the 6 by 6, I hope all of you know this, they come in all of the color collections. We used to call them color families. But so there's brights, and they're all the same like pattern. So brights, subtles, neutrals, brights, subtles, neutrals, regals, and then the in colors. See how easy this comes together. Pecan Pie, 3 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And this one is going to go like this. And we're going to add a little extra adhesive on it. I'm going to center it. And then a piece of old olive. So like I was saying earlier, this is another one where there's extra layers on it. You wouldn't have to have all of these layers, but it sure is cute. There you go. That's that. And I do like the polka dots and the little basket stripes together. I'm going to call it that, Kelly. Basket stripes. All right. And then now we're going to bring in our stamps. Set this to the side. And I'm bringing in Memento. I'm using Memento because we're going to color with our blends. Oh, and I also got to use the Pierce mat, girls. Wouldn't this make sweet baby cards? Yes. All right. Oh, let's see. We're going to put it right about there. And then, oh, I see a little black mark right there. The next thing, I want to show you how I did it, but I've already cut it out. So this is the masking paper. And to use a mask, there are so many different ways you can use mask. But I've just taken and I'm going to stamp on here like that. And then you would take your scissors and cut it out. And you, oh, here's the, when you cut, girls, you want to, when you're making a mask, you want to cut right up on that image line or just right outside of it. So you get the idea. So this became this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I lay the mask on top of the one that I've already stamped. Oh, and this, here's another tip. Oh, I hope you're paying attention. Our masking paper is very, very sticky. And so I almost sometimes think it's kind of too sticky. So what I want you to do is after, like you've cut this off, you cut out the image, you know, cut it all out. You peel off the back like that, which there's the tacky side. What you need to do is I just take this and after I've cut it out and I've peeled this back, I kind of just will lay it on my skin, my hand, or my jeans to get some of that tackiness off. It just makes it, it'll still stick and it'll just take the, it'll just take some of that tacky stickiness off so that it's easy to pull off of, and then you can reuse it. Like this little mask, I'll take and I'll put inside of my stamp case, and I'll keep it in there for the next time I want to make a little monkey card. All right, now I'm going to take my branch and leaves. This is also a quick and easy card. Like once you get the hang of, you know, the measurements and everything, you can just crank out so many cute little cards. Okay, let's see. How did I do that? I want his tail to be a little bit above. Let's see. Concentrate. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel my little monkey off. Oh, thank you, Peggy. He's got some tiny little pieces. So do you see how I'm using my Take Your Pick tool to kind of pull up? Because I want to try to save this. Yeah, there we go. Save that little mask. And then, oops, let's see. I gotta be careful. I stamped it a little low, but I think I can still make it on there. Just swinging by to say hi. Yay. Okay, oh, and then on my inside piece, I thought it looked cute if we just stamped this little funny looking monkey in the corner. He's kind of popping in to say hi. So this would just be a cute little thinking of you card. Also, don't forget to stamp on your envelope. All right, now, but also you could easily change this, you know, to the hello, or the little monkey for a baby card, for a baby shower card. All right, the colors of the blends that I'm using, I brought in the new light pecan pie and dark pecan pie. That's for the branch. And then for the monkey, I'm using dark copper clay and light copper clay. That's for the monkey. his body. And then for his face, dark petal pink and light petal pink. And then, of course, if you want to match, I used dark old olive. I used mainly light old olive on the leaves. Just a little bit of dark old olive. So let's see. I'm going to set this, pull this off. And see, I'll start with his face. And his ears also, girls. Almost colored in his eyeballs. Sorry. So petal pink, I wouldn't have known what color. I saw someone on Instagram and they used the combination, the petal pink for the monkey's face. And I thought, oh, it looks so cute, especially with copper clay. And then you go in with this dark petal pink and it just adds a little something, something. I'm going to give it a little blend. Go back in with the light just to get those brush marks out of there. And then I'm going to do, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do dark copper clay. For a long time, I would use light and then do dark with the color, with the blends. But now pretty much I do dark. I add the detail first and then go in with the lighter color. This kind of saves a step, which I forgot on the monkey's faces. This is a pretty color. The one thing you do when you're coloring with the blends, you want to, you don't want to use, you want to do little images at a time. Like this isn't, he'll go by quick, but if I was coloring like a big scene, to get that alcohol marker to blend nicely, you want to just do little sections at a time. That's how I was taught anyway. I'm going to try the brush tip, see if it goes a little quicker. I always feel like it's like watching paint dry when I use these, but I so love the blends. Yeah. I could color all the time. And nothing fancy, just your basic coloring. But it is, I think I was telling Denise this, it's like therapy for me. Gosh, I'm going too fast. Oh, kind of got into his little top of his head there. And you can, well, I probably should have said that. Let's see if I can blend some of that out. Yeah. Alcohol, it definitely bleeds. So there is kind of like when you're coloring, I try to stay away from the very edges of like the image, because I know that alcohol marker will, it'll bleed a little. It bleeds. It's because of the, it's an alcohol marker. The, let's see. So you almost don't have to, when you're coloring, you don't want to get right up on the line, because I know that that ink is gonna spread. Oh, and I forgot to do, I think this is light. This is the light one, light copper clay. We're just gonna go, this little guy, I forgot to do the inside of his ears too. How many of you love to color? Are you anxious to get your hands on? I was excited to get my hands on the new colors. That was fun. anytime we have a reason to get ourselves new markers or any new stamps. Oh. And as you can see, like did you hear me say I didn't use the dark copper clay, and I'm okay. Look how stinking cute that is. Let's give him a little bit of dark petal paint for the inside of his ears. And then on this one, all I need to do is I'm going to use Pecan Pie, so you'll be able to see the difference in the two. A lot more red in the copper clay. Well, that is good to know, Allison. All right, last thing is the leaves. Okay. Then I just would be cute to do a card like with a couple of different oh yay Denise, oh you too Kelly, yay. Wouldn't it be cute to do a card like with a couple of different, like a couple monkeys? Really, oh, it really turned, well he's really dark compared to the other one. That's okay though. All right, this. So sweet. And then this one on the inside. And I'd have to stamp a monkey on the envelope. All right, and then I thought it needed a little something because you know how much I love embellishments. So these are the loose daisy embellishments, and they were carried over into the next catalog. Look how much I've used them. They're so fun. So I'm just gonna take my Tombow multi-purpose glue and add one right there. It was like it was meant to be. One right there and one right there. Oops, there's a bubble. And where'd it go? Here it is. There you have it. Dun dun dun. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Brenda. All right, girls, let me know. What do you love the most? The monkeys or this sweet, the Countryside in Lasting Joy card, the blue card? And don't forget, if you have any questions about the diagonal fold or this one, I'm trying to think what this one is called. It might be a Joy Fold card. I'm not sure. Just send me a line or give me a call. Hold on one second. Oops, there's my TV screen. All right, just give me a call if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer. Also, if you don't have a new annual catalog, please give me a call. I'll pop it in the mail like in the next day or so for you. So have a wonderful week, everyone. Thank you so much. God's blessings. Bye-bye.